morning. Gorringes are on view for our sale on the 18th of February, and quite an interesting lot we have for you this week, if I say so myself. Good array of furniture. Been a nice big property up in Godalming that I was at on Monday, and a lot of that is now here in this sale on view today, which shows to show how quickly we can turn these things around if required to do so. A lot of paintings as well. Number here, a lot of these portraits are all from the Cook family, as in Captain Cook. Sort of varying ages. I think the one on the right's been cut down a bit and somewhat overpainted. Certainly the next one there, the grey-wigged fellow, he's been chopped down a bit. And then this chap in armour is probably a 19th century copy of an earlier work. But still some interesting sort of Cook portraits there. Other works of art scattered about. Big service here. I think this came out of Godalming, one of these sort of Austrian Dresden type factories. Lots of it. It's lot 252 in at £200 to £300. Carrying on down, what else do we see? Edwin Steele, those still lifes, used to be fashionable, perhaps not so much anymore. A little peat bucket here. Not a bad thing, the little feet have been added onto it at some point, lot 862, in at £100, surely worth that. As is this nice little tray top table, lot 861, in at 150 to 200. So some useful little bits of furniture. Something for the motorist perhaps, that's nice. That's an original illustration from the Autocar magazine. It's a Rover 14 from 1933. Is the original drawing by Max Miller. That's nice, that's in at 100 to 200. Light fittings. I mean, light fittings are not always the most fashionable things these days in terms of what people are doing, but these are rather nice examples, all from the property up in Godalming. So if you fancy a light fitting, have a look at those. Who's that trying to get in? Someone's hammering at the door. We're interrupting my film as well. We won't film them. We'll make them wait a minute. Not open yet. Nice and early this morning. This came from Godalming. What a lovely thing, but how faded. Look, it was left in the sun, and you know that's a hint of the original colour that it was, but that's a bit of a restoration project. So what might have been a £1,000 table is in at 300, and we'll see how it gets on. Moving down, let's go and look at small sums. So what have we got in smalls? Again, more pictures at the back here, miniatures. These are kind of fun. These are Ericsson telephones. Sort of, I don't know, imagine Man from Uncle kind of stuff. You just need to get those rewired if you want them to work, but it can be done. They're quite collectible, I'm told, worth about £80 each at least. Now, going down the line, hot glasses, some toys I've seen, studio pottery, quite a nice lot of glass, some Georgian named decanters. There's a white wine, W wine there, a bit of oriental, more glass here. Booze, we like booze. Again, Godalming, the two bottles here, Lafitte Rothschild 67. I'm told it's a good year, by Roger R. Wino, though to be fair, pretty well everybody that works here is a bit of a wino, it has to be said. Don't think I'm saying anything out of line there. And these are classic sort of cellar lot here. Look at this. There may be some treasures here. 73 Mouton Cadet. All sorts there. Probably a bit hit or miss, but it's in at no estimate at the moment, but it'll be about £100 estimate, I think we'll find. Printing blocks, batik printing blocks there. Gone with the Wind poster. It's all happening. Now, what's in the cabinet? You stay there, I'm going round. Have a look at the jewellery while I'm doing that. Fair selection again, bit of Jensen, some gold, some enamelled pieces, Longines gold watch at the back there, coming across here. And rather fine diamond here, look at that, that's over 2.3 carats, it's an old cushion cut stone. Lot 639, hasn't been lotted up yet. I think we've got an estimate around about 2,000 to 3,000, something like that. Mixed lots of silver under here again, old and not so old. Some nice antique pieces in amongst it. Down here in the smalls, nice little Japanese ivory plaque there. Again, we won't be selling those for much longer, but we still are at the moment, perfectly legal as things stand. Medals, bits of jade, all sorts there. Good run of glasses, corkscrews here. You antique corkscrews in the lot. This is rather nice. This is lot 270, Lalique, a Cantis pattern vase. Really good pattern. Couple of base chips, unfortunately. So what might have been a sort of £4,000 to £5,000 vase is probably now around about £1,000, but still, it's a good lump of Lalique. Little miniature violin. And that's rather smart, isn't it? Look at that, lot 604. This Regency set there, that's rather lovely, in at 8 to 1200. So, some good bits behind the counter. A few books knocking around after last week's big book sale. And then down the line we've got sort of African metal overlaid wood carvings. We've got gondola type lamps. It's all here. Dalton, Chinese, more booze. So, looking around there, further artworks. I think we're going to look at the furniture now, Sams. Here we go. Morning, Paul.
Morning.
What's in here? How about that? That's a continental satin wood commode. Not of huge, still got bits and pieces in it left over. Not of great age. I mean, that's probably round about 30s, 40s even. It could be as late as that. Certainly not before 1900. But it's not a bad looking piece. That quite smart. Lot 703 and it's 3 to 500. That's not expensive, I'm sure. This looks good, but sadly, it's a TV cabinet. So what might have been a very commercial piece, TV's a lot smaller these days, we don't need these things anymore, but someone might still like it. It looks the part, and it's in at a very reasonable 8120. Little pine campaign chest there, something more modern. These stacking chairs are perhaps suit the more modern interior, as would this Italian drinks trolley with matching jug and ice bucket. There we go. And then round it, and this is quite nice, quite like that. There you go, 726, a little African carved chair, that's quite smart. Never forget the floor, there's a whole mixture of carpets and rugs here. Sort of classic Teki Bukhara here, shown down here. Condition looks good, 788 and 8120, nice clean thing. A few little nicks at the frieze, but basically good order. And I know I'm full of wind, I keep harping on, but how about this? Got 799, these big old bellows, more wind than I've got. Got 799, ex-blacksmiths I suppose, those are in at 100 to 200. So, there we go, that kind of sums it up. Whole array to come and look at. Come and see us today, Friday, Saturday till 1, from 8 o'clock in the morning on Monday. We look forward to seeing you.